Jim Carrey is back. And he gives a performance unlike anything you've seen him in before.
Hello.
Jim just brings so much movie intelligence to everything he does.
You hear that, world? Sit on that double helix and twist!
He comes in with the most amazing ideas.
Bring, bring.
And you just want to get in the room and play with him.
Bronson, take 40.
Jim is a never-ending stream of ideas. He's always trying to find the best joke, the funniest way to do the scene.
Chest bump? No.
The most dramatic way to do the scene.
We're family. We have each other.
It's not always just about comedy. It's also about making smart choices.
He's so dedicated. People think, oh, he probably just goes in and improvs. It's so thought out and so prepared.
I'm moving!
The joke has to hit perfectly. The pitch and the voice have to hit perfectly. He's a real scientist.
Beep, 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 beep. It's been a rollicking dance of merriment, of creative satiation, of friendship, and tomfoolery. I get whatever I ask the universe for. And in this case, I asked for a kick-ass franchise. Well, next thing you know, blammo! Here I am.
I don't believe it. Don't you? It's impossible.
Is it?
It couldn't be.
Couldn't it?
Are you?
Imposter!
Jim Carrey always plays different characters, even if he's playing one, but this time, he's literally playing two different people.
There was just a very obvious solution to how do we cast Gerald Robotnik. And that solution was, let's ask Jim to play both characters.
Who's gonna play Jim Carrey's grandpa? It's gotta be Jim Carrey.
Double your villains, double your fun. Two Robotniks are way worse than one.
When they told me I was going to play two Robotniks in this film, I was delighted, elated. I couldn't wait to rise to the challenge. Until a few weeks in, when I realized I was doing twice the work for the same pay.
That's impossible. What?
Can you even imagine it?
Where are they? Up there. Where? Higher. Left yourself open.
To me, is one of the most special parts of the movie. It took a lot of effort on Jim's part, but he was up for the challenge.
You're a heartless son. Rotten to the core. I'm so proud.
The apple doesn't rot far from the tree. Gerald and Ivo share that unbreakable bond of familial darkness. One thing that family has in common is abandonment. Robotnik grew up in an orphanage, wishing every day that he had a family. Christmases were especially hard, what with all the Lifetime movies and such.
I step in at the beginning, right? Okay. This is good. I know show business now. Thank you.
It was an incredibly big challenge working with Jim on creating two characters. It involved a lot of prep and a really slow shooting process.
The technical challenges of being in two places at once is pretty obvious, except in my mind. I'm everywhere and everything.
What?
We'll shoot a scene with Jim as Ivo. And then on a following day, we'll shoot that same scene with Jim as Gerald.
That was fire, Gran Torino.
Of course it was. I'm a Robotnik.
We boogie oogie oogie till we just can't boogie no more.
We have incredible doubles that will play the opposite parts for anything over the shoulder or just placeholders.
Some of these doubles look like Jim. Literally, I'm like, do people say you look like Jim? They're like, oh, all the time. All the time. I'm like, you can literally play his brother.
The resemblance is uncanny.
I think there's 6 or 7 of them. There's the stunt Robotnik and the stunt Gerald and then the body double. They're like gremlins. You throw water on them, they just multiply.
We hired this great actor, Brendan Murphy, who played the other side of me against me. I was jealous of him, even though I would make damn sure he was never on camera. He was amazing. And I still call him sometimes whenever I'm at odds with myself.
All right. The fun we had.
It has been really interesting working with Jim in this capacity because he is totally in prosthetics that make him look entirely different.
It's about 3 hours in the chair, which is every bit as challenging as it sounds because it's early in the day, and once you're in the makeup, you still have to go to set and actually do your full day of filming. But it's so transformative. When we did our first camera test, Jim walked out in the Gerald makeup. He's like standing right in front of me, and I'm hearing Jim Carrey's voice come out of this completely new character. It was jaw-dropping.
Lee Majdoub, he's fantastic to work alongside, always. He's always up for anything that's funny. But he did seem a little overly excited about coming at me with a sharp object.
Lee Majdoub.
Yeah, he did it.
Defaced me. Let's just continue, shall we? Lee Majdoub got to give Jim Carrey a real haircut on camera.
Lee and I have formed a bond. Here, let me hold that.
Let me hold my ear for you.
There you go.
It was insane, incredible, super fun.
Where are those huge scissors?
Super funny, a little bit stressful, just, you know, actually doing the cutting, using the clippers, making sure that I didn't hurt him in any way.
Stick around for the man grooming.
So now we can just dance right through.
We had to create an incredible choreographed routine for Jim Carrey to dance himself through this hallway.
That sounds like a challenge.
Jim called me and he started pitching ideas for how the choreography could look and feel. Once we had that foundation, we were able to bring in some really amazing choreographers.
There was a pre-programmed laser light show, and we had to build it in a way so that Jim was avoiding these high-powered lasers as he was brilliantly dancing his way through this laser hallway.
I was really excited about the dance sequence. I practiced, and then I got on the floor, and I pulled a muscle in my left thigh. Thank goodness the choreographers Alison Falk and Luke Brodlick did a terrific job without me, while I got to sit back, eat chips, and ice my thigh.
Any last words? One thing that I never thought I'd say. I love you. No, it was something even better. But I'm not gonna say it if that's the way you're gonna be.
The best part of doing a character like this is I get to be grumpy at work. Who doesn't want to be grumpy at work? It's fun to let loose, be an obstreperous, bloviating bag of narcissistic ill wind. Works great in the movies.
It's been a real drag. Thanks for nothing.